Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Just Us Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I'm the Athletic Geek, flying solo this week. I'm just going to give quick thoughts on the week in wrestling and the pay-per-view that is coming up on Saturday. We have SummerSlam coming up, and there will be a contest, so keep your eyes peeled to my social media pages for that. You will go ahead and start off with the SummerSlam predictions. Apparently there's a SummerSlam Battle Royal, and nobody's been announced for it, so just pick somebody. I have no idea. So in the contest, just pick someone. Free point. Or free point against me for the bonus prize, I should say. For the Intercontinental Championship, Gunther will take on Drew McIntyre. I think I got to go with Gunther in this one. He's very, very close to breaking the Honky Tonk Man's record, and I feel like when you get this close, you gotta go for it, so I'm picking Gunther to retain. Ricochet versus Logan Paul. Much as I'd like Ricochet to win, I really think they're going to go with Logan Paul in this one. He's lost a lot of big matches, and they're going to continue to use him even with his part-time celebrity status. He's got to pick up a win somewhere, and unfortunately it's going to come at Ricochet's expense. Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. There's rumors that Ronda is not long for the wrestling world, so I'm going to go Shayna Baszler in this one. For the WWE Women's Championship, a triple threat match. The champion Asuka versus Charlotte and Bianca Belair. Kind of hard to pick against Charlotte Flair. I want Asuka to retain, but it's really hard to pick against Charlotte Flair. So I'm going with Charlotte in this one. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. I think Seth is going to win, and then I think Damian Priest is going to cash in his Money in the Bank on Seth Rollins. That's what I think is going to happen. So Seth wins this match. Priest will be world champion by the end of the night. Cody Rhodes takes on Brock Lesnar. I'm going with Brock in this one. I don't want Brock to win, but I've lost faith in all of the direction of Cody Rhodes after WrestleMania, and this is no exception. Brock Lesnar wins this one. And finally, the main event for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship in tribal combat for the title and the recognition of the tribal chief. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. I told you they were gonna squander Cody and squander Sammy and everything for the sake of Jey Uso, and that opinion hasn't changed. Jey Uso is winning this one tonight, folks, or on that night. So keep your eyes peeled to my social media pages. Let your predictions be known, and have your chance to win fabulous prizes. G1 Climax going on. Been really great tournament so far. Just a couple key things that I've liked. They're telling a really good story with the young lions that are now back from excursion and competing in their first G1 with Shota Umino, Yota Tsuji, and Rin Narita. So far, anytime they've wrestled one another, they've tied. So went to a draw, so therefore they got 1 point each. And the only one left is, I don't think there's any. Yeah, they're all. Yeah, they've all done that. So, Kaito Kiyomiya from Pro Wrestling Noah is having a great tournament. He had a really good match with Sonata that ended in 1958, 2 seconds shy of the time limit. That was awesome. Taking things over to C Block, Eddie Kingston is having a great tournament. He's living his dream. He's living his best life over there, and I love to see Eddie Kingston doing so well. got 6 points. I don't think he's going to win, but he's having a strong tournament, and the Japanese fans really like Eddie Kingston, so that's awesome. Right now, the leaders as they stand, Block A, Sonata is at 10 points, and he's already qualified for the playoffs. Right now, they're taking the top 2 from each block to do a playoff, getting to the very end, and he is the first to clinch a spot in the playoffs. Right now, Kiyomiya and Shota Umino are tied for second with 6. Gabe Kidd in 4th place, or 3rd place, I should say, with 5. B block, it is a tie for first place with Will Ospreay and Kazuchika Okada, and Ospreay has the tiebreaker after defeating Okada in the G1. But if it stayed right now, they'd both make the playoffs. C block, David Finlay and Evil are tied for first with 8, but Evil has the tiebreaker over David Finlay. Tama Tonga underneath them with 7, and Eddie Kingston just underneath them with 6. In the D block, Jeff Cobb and Zack Sabre Jr. are tied for first with 8, and Jeff Cobb does hold the tiebreaker over ZSJ. Naito and Tanahashi, who haven't wrestled, are also in a tie for 6, so it's still anyone's G1. It's still a pretty tight race as we enter the last few nights of it, and I really would like for more people to make that subscription to NJPW World and check this out, because this is probably a month's worth of the best wrestling you'll see all year. AEW, not going to go over both shows. I thought Dynamite was okay. And unfortunately, we had a massive blackout in my town, and I missed Collision. But I did see what they did with CM Punk and the title. Oh boy. I don't think they should have started this until they were ready to do the match with MJF or Adam Cole. I wish they would have waited to do this until after that storyline concluded, and then you could start getting the wheels in motion for whether it be at Wembley or the United Center to do Punk versus whoever the champion is. And if they're not going to go in that direction, and this is just another championship to be defended, then it's stupid. Then it's really kind of dumb, because there's enough belts in AEW as it is. They're having a program over a belt that technically isn't sanctioned with Jungle Boy and the FTW Championship. There's 2 singles belts for men, 2 singles belts for women. There's countless Ring of Honor titles that are integrated into the show. So if this isn't just simply to set up a unification at one of those shows in August, early September, it's a bad call. It's very reminiscent of WWE. It's one of those things that prior to AEW forming, we all kind of were heavily critical of WWE for doing. So unless right after this Ricky Starks match, they're immediately going into an MJF or Adam Cole promo or program, not digging it. And, if you feel it's because I hate CM Punk, you might be onto something. Maybe I would like it more if it wasn't CM Punk. I'll concede bias. I'll fully concede bias towards that. But I do think, even with CM Punk involved, don't do this until you're ready to make it a program to unify the belts, where we all know CM Punk's going to win. Whatever. They want to keep putting their eggs in the basket of an asshole, keep putting him in there. Just keep doing it. I mean, he's a draw. I hate him, but he's a draw. I'll give him that credit. Yeah, so that was it for this week. It's like I said, it's going to be a quickie because I didn't get to watch as much wrestling as I'd like because of the blackout. So have to get caught up on that. Thank you all for tuning into this short episode. If you enjoyed, please like, share, subscribe for more content. Follow me on my social media pages, facebook.com/athleticgeek89, Twitter, athletic_geek89, Instagram at athleticgeek89, and keep your eyes on those social media pages to enter the SummerSlam predictions contest. So thank you all for joining. I'm out. Later.